The magic behind forest bathing boils down to the naturally produced alchemical substances known as phytoncides, which are kind of like pheromones for plants. Their job is to help ward off pesky insects and slow the growth of fungi and bacteria. When humans are exposed to these phytoncides, these chemicals are scientifically proven to lower your blood pressure, relieve stress, and boost the growth of cancer-fighting white blood cells. Some common examples of plants that give off phytoncides include garlic, onion, pine, tea tree, and oak, which makes sense considering their potent aromas. Being in nature lowers blood pressure. Spending time outside is also good for the heart. A recent study estimated that nearly 10% of people with high blood pressure could get their levels under control if they just spent at least 30 minutes in a park each week, partly because of the heart-related benefits of getting fresh air and lowering stress. In Japan, public health experts recommend people spend time walking outdoors, a practice called forest bathing, or, as in the title of this channel, Shinrin-Yoku. Researchers in Japan have linked forest bathing with lower levels of blood pressure. Shinrin-Yoku spurs cancer-fighting cells. Some research suggests that when people are in nature, they inhale aromatic compounds from plants called phytoncides. These can increase the number of natural killer cancer cells, a type of white blood cell that supports the immune system and is linked with a lower risk of cancer. These cells are also believed to be important in fighting infections and inflammation, a common marker of all disease. In one study, researchers found that people who took a long walk through a forest for 2 days in a row increased their natural killer cells by up to 50%. And the activity of these cells increased by 56%. Those activity levels also remain 23% higher than usual for the month following the walks. It can feel more fun when people exercise outdoors. They feel better. They enjoy the exercise more. Studies suggest enjoyment is an important pathway to the mental health impacts of physical activity. A review of research found that people who exercise outside reported feeling more revitalized, engaged, even energized, as opposed to those who did it indoors. Research has also found that people who exercise outside feel less tension, anger, depression, and even fear. by simply walking outside through the forest or the woods where you live, your mental health will improve. Nature has a way of making people feel calm. Exercising outside can strengthen that effect. A small 2015 study found that people who walked for 90 minutes outside were less likely to ruminate on their problems and had less activity in the brain area linked to depression compared to people who took similar walks but in urban areas. So if you have to drive out of the city, do it now. Nature becomes a major distraction from all the stresses of life. Period. Now, exercising outdoors in the forest is not only convenient to many, but it's much cheaper than the gym. It's free. It also cuts costs for the community. A recent study in England of green exercises, those done outside, include dog walking, running, horseback riding, mountain biking. And it estimated that the health benefits of doing physical activity in nature can save billions of dollars a year in every country. All you need is the right pair of shoes and the right forest. So go get it. We all know how good being in the forest can make us feel. We have known this as a species for millennia. The sound of the forest, the scent of the trees, the sunlight playing through the leaves, the fresh, clean air in the forest. These things give us a sense of comfort. They ease our stress and worry. They help us relax and to think more clearly. Being in a forest can restore our mood, give us back our energy, vitality, refresh and rejuvenate us. In Japanese, we have a word for those feelings that are too deep for words. Shinrin-Yoku.